ISO number 11. This is where things get interesting and fun. A couple new tools here, or one new tool in particular. We are going to use what's called a fillet to round off the corners, but we're going to start with rectangles with squared corners, and then we will knock those off afterwards. So looks like we have an L-shaped. This left leg is 1 inch wide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inch by 1.5 inch tall, and then this whole leg here. This is a funny one to count because here's the apex of this arc on this line right here. We're going to come over, and this is what would be the corner. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 long. So if we're at 11 long, that is going to be 1/4 of an inch short of, let's see, what is that going to be? 3 inches. So it would be 2 3/4 inches long. All right, let's get started with that. Here's my ISO part 11 sketch. We're on the front plane, and I'm going to go ahead and rough this in. Let's turn and face it. I've got, what did I say, 2 3/4 long. Let's go ahead and put that in. Now I can come up 0.5 inches. Now I can come back 1 3/4. We're going to go up, over, and back down. And yeah, I need to dimension this guy right here. So this total height is 1, 2, what was that? 1.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1.5. Okay, there's my basic leg of this thing, or the side of it, and I'm going to go ahead and extrude it. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1 inch. Okay. Now, again, our new tool that we're going to use is what's called a fillet. Fillet is right here on your ribbon. If you click that, we're going to change, make sure your radius is 0.5. Where did I get that from? Here's the center point of the arc itself. It is 2 units away. Remember, with a radius, we're talking about one direction only. So it is, or we're going to half of the distance if it were a circle. So we're talking about from our center point of rotation out to where that arc starts. So it's a 1/2 inch radius. All right, so I'm going to set my 1/2 inch radius, and then I can click that corner. Notice that it removed those two. Now, if I go over here, it's arced this direction. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to click this corner and round it off, and that corner and round it off. Technically, a fillet is an inside arc. A round is an outside arc. So this is called round, and then if I put an inside fillet here, that would be called a fillet. All right, I'm going to finish that to make it happen. Now I need to put in a hole here and a slot on top. Start with a sketch on this face, turn and look at it. Now, the center point circle we're going to use here, the nice thing is I can come over here and find the center mark on this, and then I can start, and I haven't clicked it all, I'm just dragging, and again, let Onshape give you suggestions, because boom, there's the center of it right there. I'm going to drag out, give it a 1/2 inch dimension. It's turned black because it is fully constrained. I can finish that sketch and extrude it and remove it. Make sure that we are, instead of blind, we're going to go through all, just to make sure we cut all the way through. And I can see through it. All right, let's do the slot now. Now, the slot is really 2 1/2 inch diameter circles with 2 lines that are attached to them. So Let's go back. We're going to start with a sketch on the surface. I'm going to allow Onshape to find that center point again. Make it a 0.5. I'm going to go over here. Notice that it wants to drag and connect. I love it. I'm going to let it do it. Give it a half inch diameter again. Now, notice that it's not fully constrained. The reason is this thing is 1, 2, 3 quarters of an inch is the center to center distance on those two holes. So I'm going to go set my dimension, make it 0.75. Now I need those two lines, one on the top, one on the bottom. Grab my line tool. I'm not even going to try to measure and snap to it and all that stuff. I'm going to let my constraints do the work for me because it's easier, right? Go back over here. Let's grab our tangent constraint. Again, diagonal line with a circle. Click, click. It's already snapped to the other one. Click, click. Again, already snapped to the other one. I can go back and trim off any excess. Trim off anything. If you have to zoom in to trim out, to trim off, do it. That one looks like it's already there. I happen to get lucky. Let's say, though, that I came up short and I didn't get it snapped in. Well, with trim, we can make an extend. So again, I'm going to hit the drop down next to trim. Let's go to extend. The hotkey is X. And all I have to do is hover over the end that I want to extend and click, and then it'll just allow me to start dragging. Now I'm just going to drag and snap to that center point. All right. Trim off the insides of these circles, click and drag through, and you have a slot. Okay? Extrude, cut, remove, through all, green check mark, and there is ISO part 11.